Hi everyone, I am Mary Grace V. Saison and I will be your teacher for your lesson today. Our objective relates one quadrilateral to another quadrilateral, square to rhombus, square to rectangle by using the properties of the quadrilaterals. Hello kids, I am Teacher Grace and today let us learn more about quadrilaterals. I want you to watch this video lesson to learn the similarities and differences between two quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. There are many types of quadrilaterals, such as parallelogram, rectangle, square, rhombus, and trapezoid. And they all share the similarity of having 4 sides and 4 angles. They all have relationships to one another, but they are not all exactly alike and have different properties. Let's find the similarities and differences of these two quadrilaterals. Do you recognize these two shapes by looking at them? Yes, we have square and rhombus. What special characteristics do these two quadrilaterals have? A square is a parallelogram which has 4 equal sides. All the angles are equal to 90 degrees and the opposite sides are parallel to each other. A rhombus is a parallelogram which has 4 equal sides. Opposite angles are equal and the opposite sides are parallel to each other. Now we know the special characteristic of a square and a rhombus, we can now begin to find the similarities and differences of the two quadrilaterals. What is common between square and rhombus? Both square and rhombus are parallelogram because their opposite sides are parallel. Look at the length of the 4 sides of a square and a rhombus. They are all equal. How is square different from rhombus? A square and a rhombus both have sides equal in length, but square has all its angles equal to 90 degrees, while rhombus only has its opposite angles are equal. Is a square a rhombus? Yes, all squares are rhombuses, but not all rhombuses are squares, because rhombus does not have 4 right angles. Next is square and rectangle. Let us compare the similarities and differences of square and rectangle. We already know that square is a parallelogram with 4 equal sides, 4 equal angles, whose measure of each angle is 90 degrees, and the opposite sides are parallel to each other. How about rectangle? What are the special characteristics of a rectangle? The opposite sides of the rectangle are parallel. A rectangle is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. It means that all angles measured 90 degrees. The opposite sides of the rectangle are equal. What are the similarities between square and rectangle? Square and rectangle are both parallelogram because their opposite sides are parallel to each other. In terms of angles, both have four angles, each measuring about 90 degrees. How about their sides? Notice that the sides of the square are all equal, while rectangle, not all sides are equal. Only the opposite sides are equal. It means that the difference between square and rectangle is their sides. Is a square a rectangle? Yes, every square is a rectangle because square meet the conditions of a rectangle with all four right angles. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. However, not all rectangles are square. To be a square, its sides must have the same length. There are many kinds of quadrilaterals, but all have several things in common. All of them have four sides and four angles. They all have relationship to one another, but they are not all exactly alike and have different properties. Before we end this lesson, always remember that when we are relating one quadrilateral to another quadrilateral, identify first their unique characteristics, then find their similarities and differences. And that ends our lesson for today. Did you understand it very well? If not, you may go back to the lesson presented in your module, or you may play this video again. If today's lesson is very clear to you, congratulations! You may now answer the exercises in your module. Good luck!